All right, good morning. Today's Sunday, and on Sundays, I like to think about online shopping. I check, there's this blog that I really like. It's called The Strategist from New York Magazine, and I always check it. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I was just saying good morning. Hey. Brian's computer is messed up. Hey, you know what? No, you know why? Because I had to force turn it off. It sounded like it was an air conditioner. The fan was blowing so hard. The thing was asleep. It wouldn't wake from sleep again.
I think that wasn't the problem. Shoot, I hope it didn't. I think we didn't turn out of the turtle shell mode.
I didn't turn it out of the turtle shell mode, no.
And I think that's what it was. I thought I turned it off of that, and I probably didn't.
No, it's your computer's messed up. I want to make a clone of it.
No, but you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't not turning on. It was that the monitor was set for the big monitor.
Yeah, I know, I realized that, but I couldn't wake it from sleep either. All right, I knew it was in clamshell mode, so I tried to wake it from sleep. It wouldn't wake from sleep, and it sounded like it was trying to cool this whole apartment down.
Did you turn on the TV, the big screen?
Yeah.
Because that's what if it's in turtle shell mode, clamshell mode, that's where it's going to show up. It's not going to show up on the.
Okay, yeah, but still, the fans were spinning really gnarly.
Yeah.
So I think you have a computer problem with that PC. I want to make a clone of it. I want to make a clone of the hard drive, babe. So Brian's computer has a real issue. It's a PC, and the fan is just blowing like whoosh every time he turns it on, and it falls asleep and it won't wake from sleep. It's got issues. So what I want to do is make a clone of his hard drive, and there's only one cloner that I know that works just seamlessly. It works for a Mac, but it will also clone a PC drive. I've cloned PC drives with it before, and it's worked really well. I'm going to turn my screen around and show you this. You can use it 3 times for free. Alright, so here we have my social live broadcaster. I love this thing. This is Bomb Bitch software. It's probably called Bombic, but I just call it Bomb Bitch. So it says you have a 30-day trial, but you can try it several times. I hate to tell you that, but here we go. Okay, so now it supports High Sierra. That's pretty rad. It didn't do that last week, 2 weeks ago. So what it does, one thing that is very smart to do is to erase and reinstall your operating system and all your files occasionally, especially if you're someone who works with video. So if you've got a YouTube channel, or you use a lot of video, or you just like your computer to run really fast, erase and reinstall is your BFF. So Carbon Copy Cloner is bombitch.com. They're a major product. I think it's probably one of the only products that they specialize in, and it's a family-owned company in Washington. And you can create bootable backups. And in fact, I use this as my main operating system when I'm working with a spinning hard drive. So I've got an iMac, and I created a clone on a super fast SSD Crucial brand hard drive, which I highly recommend because they're very stable. And I cloned my spinning drive to the SSD drive, and now I actually boot off of my SSD drive, which is 5 times faster than the spinning drive, and it's like I have a new computer. So this is very spiffy. Let's check the system requirements together. So you can go all the way back to Mountain Lion and make a clone of Mountain Lion. So if Mountain Lion was the support for 64-bit, 32-bit, sorry, 32-bit operating system. Then we went to Mavericks, which began the journey of like 64-bit computing. So if you've got a slower, older computer and you, I don't know, for some reason like outdated operating systems or have computer programs that only work with older stuff, you can actually make a clone of this. So this will not run on Windows, but if you have a Windows computer, you can use this to make a clone. So maybe you take your hard drive out of the PC, or you put it in target mode, target disk mode, which I forgot how you do on PC, but you can do it. I'm using Mac terminology, but you can actually boot your computer from, like Brian's computer has a Thunderbolt port, but they don't call it Thunderbolt port in Mac terminology. They call it, I think, mini display port or something. They call it something else, but it's a Thunderbolt port. So I can actually boot that PC, attach it to my iMac, download this carbon copy cloner, and make a clone of the PC so that he has a copy. And then I'm going to fix his computer, even though he doesn't want me to, because he can fix it himself. He's not like that, though. But he gets crabby when his computer's not working, and then when I want to help, he doesn't want me to help. But I'm here to help you if you want help. So not everybody wants computer help. That's cool. I don't help the people who don't want help. I just like to help people who want help. It makes life like a lot more peaceful. Because there are a lot of people who will just get themselves frenzied to the point of losing their mind, and then they'll call me. Like, hey, okay, do we need anything more on this? No. I'm going to go back here. Back here. Hello. So yeah, the people will get to the point of breaking frustration. Like, frustration at an all-time high. And then they call. So we want to avoid that. Yeah. It's frustrating. People have a weird relationship to their frustration. It's like you want to master it. You know, just to prove I can do it. And Brian and I were talking about that the other night because I was getting so frustrated about my Network Plus test that I was in tears, and he was helping me, comforting me, and saying like, hey, you know, you have to like learn all this stuff in a short time. And then I went back on the test to read the requirements and the prep for the test, and it's pretty crazy because the test requires that you've taken this prior certification, which is for PC, and have 9 months of professional networking, well, on the job experience. Like this is for data centers. It's for huge scale, like corporations, when you go to a corporate office type thing. It is for like large scale networking, and it's also for the internet, but it's also for ISPs, like internet service providers, and knowing how how the internet infrastructure and all the hardware and all the networking works together. And you're supposed to have 9 months of practical experience, and you're supposed to have taken this equally hard previous test, which is for PC. I don't have any of that, so I've been studying for this test since September, and just trying, but I'm memorizing all this stuff, just cramming it in here, and there's no practical on-the-job experience that I can get with most of this stuff. I don't work in a data center. I'm never going to, and I probably would like disintegrate if I stepped into a corporate office, really. So I don't know. It's like walking into a mall times 100 for me. I'm just not a corporate type of person, not my personality. So probably wouldn't do that. So I've got to memorize all of this stuff, and it's so frustrating. So for the last 4 months, I've been studying as hard as I can for this test, but I have to like memorize and conceptualize all of these constructs and these ideas that I don't know. I don't have any experience with them whatsoever. So it's pretty interesting. I'm developing a relationship to my frustration, which is super compassionate to people who experience being frustrated to the point of like disintegrating. So hey, if anyone has any questions, I want to give out this phone number. This is my pay-as-you-go phone. Here we have 805-816-3792. So this is a FaceTime line. You can also text here. You can leave a comment, but I don't really know if I'm going to see it because this software is great, but their comment integration is a little hard to figure out. I love your social life. I'm using the beta version right now, and I think that this will only get better over time. I'm also reading a lot. I read an article in the New Yorker today about the disappearance of blogs. So that's really making me sad. In favor of vlogs, the video version. Oh, thank you, Serena. Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate you. Let's see here. Let's see Serena's website. This is someone who is just an amazing educator. She has her PhD in women's studies, I believe. SerenaPellerolo.com. SerenaPellerolo.com. She's an Argentinian powerhouse who lives here in California, and she taught at Cal State Northridge for many years in the Gender Women's Studies program. And now she has turned her expertise into a lifestyle coaching program, and she's going to have some openings coming up here. Well, let's start off with Serena step 1. She's got a meetup called Wise Women on Fire, and she also did this in San Diego and developed a huge following. So if you're on Meetup in Ventura or LA, you can find her. She's doing this in Ventura. So her next event is Saturday, February 10th. She's going to be doing council, which is like basically a talking circle, for lack of a better term, sharing circle, and vision board session in Ventura, and that is going to be at Inner Source Wellness. It is in Ventura, Colt Street, by the Fish and Wildlife Service. Let's see where this is. In the city of Ventura. You will love this place. It's so nice. Is this downtown Ventura? No, this is like really an interesting part of Ventura. So if you've ever wanted to come to beautiful Ventura, coming to Serena's meetup will be a really good place to start. She's on Facebook, Serenita Del Mar. Serenita Del Mar. And she's just an amazing person, amazing coach. Yeah, really, you should check it out. SerenaPellerolo.com is her website. Pellerolo, I think. I don't know how to say her name, Serena. Sorry. Probably botched it. But she's amazing. So yesterday, the Women's March was like bigger than the last year. Here in LA, it started with a Tongva Native American woman from LA. The Tongva is a native tribe of Los Angeles, the original people of Los Angeles. So we had a Tongva elder. I was not there. I was not feeling well. But here there was this woman, a native Tongva person, giving the opening ceremony of the whole Women's March to hundreds of thousands of people in LA. and her name is Gloria Arenas, and she's just a beautiful person. For years, she worked at the LA morgue, and it's pretty powerful because she was also, since she's an expert in human remains, she was asked a lot of times to like repatriate Native American remains to a final resting place. And she's just an amazing, amazing woman. Just imagine someone giving that much respect to life and to death, and being a scientist, being a native elder, and all of that. I mean, just the intelligence and the presence that this woman has. If you check out the LA Women's March opening ceremony as you're perusing the internet today, I really recommend watching Gloria give the opening ceremony speech and the opening prayer for the whole, to set the tone of the LA Women's March. She's just a remarkable person, an accomplished scientist, now an elder, and an example for her community and for the community at large. I mean, she's just an incredible woman. Spotlight on amazing women. So yeah, I have a Twitter page, and I'm following all women in tech for the most part. I follow some magazines and a couple of dudes here and there, but it's been so cool to see women in tech, women journalists, and just hearing women's voices, reading women's sentiments, and seeing their videos, and these technical women, the scientists. I've got some like NASA people on my Twitter, and just to see these incredible women's perspective, technical and scientific ideas when it comes to like their worldview. And we really need more of that. We need that balance. It's not to say like women need to take over. What a binary two-way idea. No, we need to be in balance. And the balance is tipping for the patriarchy. It is vanishing. And I'm sure that this is going to cause a lot of temporary pain for men as this balance shift starts happening, because it's been this kind of like unearned gift that men have had to have this incredible power and this responsibility. And we can see with this Me Too movement, Time's Up, that certain men have had this relationship to their power, their privilege, and access. It's just gotten toxic. And it must be hurting them as much, if not more, than they're hurting other people. So it makes me sad to understand that there's been this toxic day-to-day living for these men. These people must be terribly disrupted and living off balance, and that brings pain. So with the abolition, the smashing of the patriarchy, it's just going to bring so much relief, so much freedom for men who have really been paying attention to this oppression cycle and hurting other people. And when you hurt other people and you're unconscious about it, I think it comes back to haunt these people later. Really. And I want people to be free of that. Especially as things are changing to be more healthful, more balanced. And definitely want men to be free of that toxic oppression, because it hurts them too. I mean, not only for our sake, as we're affected as women and as human beings, and I too have my own Me Too stories, more than one. And to hear the women in the LA Women's March and the amount of pain that people like, I heard the Scarlett Johansson speech and Natalie Portman. I didn't follow the whole thing. I'm going to go back and read and watch a bunch of videos today. But to bear witness to the amount of pain that these women were carrying from their Me Too experiences. Oh, I got to grab this. This is a work call. All right, I got work to do, but all right, cool. Let's see. All right, later.